सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, महायोगी स्वामी उमानंद सरस्वती की जय. So many appreciations of the song. Thank you to each one of you. I am so glad that Parama Yogi Krishna ne jo roop dhar liya has been so much liked and appreciated by each one of you. A few of them sent me their suggestions. Those who are non-Maharashtrians, they non-Hindi speaking, they were unable to understand. Some of my foreigner friends, they were unable to understand the meanings of this divine music. And of course, then I felt that I should complete the service by giving them the meaning of the song too. So today I think I will dedicate it to giving dedicate this music or offer this video to explain the meaning of this divine song. I just hope I do justice to it. Well, here the description starts with Parama Yogi Krishna ne jo roop dhar liya. So it is if the supreme yogi, Lord Krishna, who decided to take the form on earth. How was this form? How was this form? We are talking of the universal form. Arjun was very keen that he sees Lord's universal form. And he appeals to Lord. He says that you alone can let me know how great you are, how permeating you are, how magnificent you are. And there couldn't be anybody else, because there are sages who had talked about you in my earlier days. Narada spoke about you, or the great rishis talked about you and told us. But yet we continued to look upon you as a human being, as a friend, as a cousin. And we did not treat you the way we should have treated you with respect. So he says, unless you don't tell us how great you are, how can we at all change our thinking about you? So you alone need to show us how great you are. So he requests Lord on Kurukshetra battle that I would like to see your universal form. And then of course Lord Krishna, with all his due love for Arjun, and he felt it was most appropriate time to reveal himself to the world. So Arjun became the cause for us today to even visualize such a grand form of the Supreme. So he says, Parama Yogi Krishna ne, the greatest yogi on the earth, who accepted, who manifested in the form, who took form, manifested on earth. He was larger, Vishwa se bada tha, larger than the world, and he was standing upon it. Standing upon it. What did he carry in his hands? Of course, as usual, he carried Shankha Chakra, the conch and the disc, then Gada, the mace, Vishwaroop me. He, as if he was the incarnation of Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, the Param Satya, the ultimate truth, and as if he was carrying all those in his hand. Krishna ho gaye khade, le padma hath mein. And Sri Krishna stood, who is normally with a flute in his hand, had stood there with a lotus in the hand. Lotus is a representation of a beginning of a new world. So today I really request that the Lord's rule comes, the great God's rule comes on earth. And Tha Virata Rupa Surya Tejase Bhara. How was this huge, permeating, grand form? It was full of divine luster. It was just glistening like a sun and with full light. Vishwa Vyapi Rupa Tha, Sarva Vyapi Tha. It was permeating the entire universe, the celestial, and everywhere. He seemed to be everywhere. Sri Hari ke roop mein aneka roop the. In Lord's form, there were many multiple forms in his one form. In his one single form, there were multiple forms. And Hazaru Bhag unme the. There was also part. He's supposed to be with part, without part. Nishkala, kala, nishkala. Then Hazaru Bhag unme the anant lok the. Various worlds were being projected upon him. Arjun could see various worlds upon the form of Lord. Shivji the. Of course, the lords we all love. Hindu philosophy has got something very mystic about the entire philosophy. Shivaji was there, Lord Shiva was there, Brahma the, Vasu the, Rudra the, Ashwini the, Sadhu the. They were saints, they were Ashwini, the god of medicines, we call him, and Nagdeva the, even the serpent community was there. Aankh the Hazar, there were thousands of eyes, and Haath bhi Hazar the, even thousands of hands were there. And Shank, Shastra inke haath mein, each hand was carrying a weapon. Yes, we can see that in the Vishwaroop, which has been, the picturization has been done by my young sir, Arpit Khurana, and he's done a grand job. Thank you, Arpit. Aankh the hazar, haath bhi hazar the. Shastra inke haath mein kai prakar ke. And he was carrying a lot of weapons. Every hand had a different weapon in his hand. Adi anta se pare tata madhya se. He was beyond the beginning, he was beyond the mid, he was beyond the end. Pare dishao se purna brahmate. He was complete Brahma, he was Brahma. I had defined earlier what is Brahma and Parabrahma. It's an unending growing process and it is an endless growth. So it was something very appropriate to his form which was there. It seemed to be growing and growing and growing. There was no end to it. Kal the vinash the vikral the Prabhu. Kal is death, vinash is destruction, and vikral was, my God, monstrous or hideous. I mean, we would call it very frightening. Let's make it suitable to Lord. It was vikral. It was something one could not tolerate. It was so ferocious, I would say. And vikral was huge, but a frightening sort of a form. And Janmadata Jivake, he was actually the one who gives birth to humanity. But today he seemed to be appearing like the death of humanity, as if he's standing there as death, Lord of death. My God. Dekha Rupa Virat. After seeing this, Dev dar gaye. The gods also were scared. The gods seemed scared. Sharanagat lok bhaybheet ho gaye. Those who were also humble, saluting and surrendering to him, even they were scared. They were scared because there was no trace of somebody very kind and protective and compassionate and all. My God, he was just everywhere with his maximum, I would say grandeur, but with the power, the grandness of power in his hand. Yes, we need such a Lord on earth today. We need such a Lord so that we humans can live a good life. Okay, so Sharanagat lok bhaybheet ho gaye. So now Arjuna says, Prasanna ho, Prasanna ho, Prasanna ho, Prabhu. So he is now pleading to Lord, no, please restore your graciousness, restore your graciousness. Let us see the kind Lord of you, restore your graciousness. Prasida ho, Prasida ho, Prasida ho, Prabhu. Bless us, bless us, bless us. Be beneficial, be beneficial, be beneficial. Vishwaroop chhod, Vishwaroop and Vishwaroop, the permeating form. He says, please Lord, discard this form of yours and come back again to the Krishna's roop. Krishna is Sri Krishna's roop. Yes, somebody we can all love, we get attracted to. We want to serve, we want to fuss. If it is a baby, in the form of a baby, we want to feed him. But if he is in the form of a young man, we want to love him. If he is a form in the elder, grown-up one, we want to surrender to him. And if he is in the form of a philosopher, we want to listen to Gita. My God, I have a great poem which has been luckily composed by me. It's in English. It is describing Lord Sri Krishna. But I think I shall read it. I shall read it. Should I do it? I think I could do it right now. Just give me 2 minutes. Yes, I have the poem right here, and I think I should. And I think I should read it out. Qualities. Qualities we all long for we are identified by these. Looks, wealth, health, wisdom are some of these. Power, success, glory, respect may be next in list. Long life, family, children and their love is a must in life. God has His place too for man to ask for these. But if I say in Hinduism, one God has all of these, wouldn't you like to know who He is? Oh, He had such looks, not only the young maidens, but the married were in love with Him. He had such wealth that His word ruled the times. His health was such that He could kill giants with hands bare. His wisdom was so that for 5,000 years today, His philosophy is read. Power He had on minds of friends and foes, and also animals were mesmerized by Him. Success was such that history records no defeat. He was by Himself an entire army. Glory was such that world's literature, Ved, fell short to sing. Respect He earned was so high that 1/3 of the world is upon its knees before Him. He was graced by 120 years, a long span of life, with a family of 8 wives, each equally loving. Did He need another God to attain all of this? If at all, no one has heard of Him. No one has heard about a God to whom Sri Krishna approached for all these favors. No, there was no other God. Yes, O mortal, don't miss to read about His life, for no man was so complete. Lord Krishna, He is. Lord Krishna, He is. Friends, my humble salutations to the Lord, and my appeal to Him is, please come upon earth and rule the earth. We need you. Humanity needs you. Humans alone cannot manage such a big game. Thank you. This is Swami Radhikanand from Pune.